Amsterdam began as a modest fishing settlement in the late 12th century, built around a dam on the Amstel River. It was not destined for greatness. For centuries, other Dutch cities such as Utrecht and Haarlem were more prominent. Amsterdam's transformation into a global powerhouse happened because of geopolitical disruption rather than careful planning. In 1585, during the Dutch revolt against Spain, Antwerp, then Europe's leading commercial center, fell to Spanish forces. Thousands of Protestant merchants, bankers, and skilled workers fled north. Many settled in Amsterdam, bringing capital, trade networks, and financial expertise. Almost overnight, the city gained access to international markets stretching from the Baltic to the Mediterranean. In 1602, the Dutch government chartered the Dutch East India Company, VOC. It became the world's first multinational corporation and the first company to issue publicly traded shares. Investors in Amsterdam could buy ownership in voyages to Asia and receive dividends from global trade. The Amsterdam Exchange Bank and the stock exchange that developed around it introduced practices such as futures contracts, options trading, and short selling. Many structures of modern finance trace their origins to this small canal city. However, prosperity came at a cost. The VOC enforced monopolies in the East Indies through military force and exploited local populations. Wealth that funded canal houses and art collections was intertwined with colonial extraction and slavery. The beauty of the Golden Age cannot be separated from the global systems of power that supported it. The famous tulip mania of the 1630s is often described as history's first economic bubble. Tulip bulbs reached extraordinary prices before collapsing. Yet the broader Dutch economy remained largely stable. Later writers exaggerated the event as a cautionary tale about greed. In reality, the episode reflected Amsterdam's emerging culture of speculative finance, a culture that would define global markets centuries later. Amsterdam also became known for relative religious tolerance. Jewish families fleeing persecution in Spain and Portugal found refuge there. They contributed to commerce, printing, and scholarship. The philosopher Baruch Spinoza lived in Amsterdam and developed ideas about freedom of thought and secular governance that influenced Enlightenment thinkers across Europe. The city's intellectual climate allowed debates that were suppressed elsewhere. This image of tolerance, however, faced catastrophe in the 20th century. During World War II, Nazi occupation led to the deportation and murder of more than 75% of Amsterdam's Jewish population. Among the victims was Anne Frank, whose diary became one of the most widely read accounts of the Holocaust. The loss permanently altered the city's cultural and demographic landscape. After the 17th century, Amsterdam's dominance faded. London overtook it as Europe's financial center. By the 19th century, industrial decline and poverty affected large areas of the city. Many canals were polluted, and housing conditions deteriorated. Amsterdam's revival came through infrastructure expansion, port modernization, and later progressive urban planning. In the second half of the 20th century, Amsterdam reshaped its identity again. It became associated with social liberalism, pioneering pragmatic policies on drug tolerance, LGBTQ+ rights, and urban cycling. This modern reputation for openness was not simply inherited from the Golden Age. It was actively constructed through post-war reforms and civic activism. Perhaps the most overlooked aspect of Amsterdam's history is its ongoing battle with water. Much of the city stands on wooden piles driven deep into swampy soil. Without constant maintenance of dams, canals, and pumping systems, it would sink. The Netherlands' expertise in water management developed partly through protecting Amsterdam's survival. The deeper story of Amsterdam is not only about picturesque canals and artistic heritage. It is about financial innovation, global trade, moral contradiction, tragedy, and reinvention. The city helped shape capitalism, sheltered radical thinkers, suffered devastating loss, and continually rebuilt itself. Understanding these lesser-known dimensions reveals Amsterdam not merely as a tourist destination, but as one of the most influential urban experiments in world history.